this is Raquel with Paints and Glitter, and I'm coming by to share my latest project. I am sharing my Memory Dex card holder. Finally, I made one. I am so happy that I finished this project because I saw the ladies from the Loaded Envelope Galore and More group had made this as a monthly project, and I was unable to participate because I had other things that I had to do, and I really wanted to make one. And also Jeannie, who's the craft princess here on YouTube, had made one and shared it, and I thought it was adorable, and hers was smaller than this, but I thought I was going to go with a smaller size and maybe make it wider. But then when I saw the one that Jen Cascell, that's her name. So sorry, Jen, your name escaped me for a moment. So she made one and I thought it was so absolutely gorgeous. And then Michelle, is it Michelle Randolph, I want to say? She made one also. So what I'll do is I'll link those videos below because they were my inspiration, and those ladies are so creative and they make such beautiful projects. So I finally made one. So I'm going to show you what I did, and you know, if you've never made one, of course I'll show you how to put the little cards in here. The tutorial that Jen did showed the sides and the front and back of her box of, you know, how to put one together, but you can alter these. It's basically like making a shoebox. So if you can make a shoebox, you can pretty much make anything. What I decided to do was that to make mine a little bit taller on the back and shorter at the bottom or in the front. And then I also altered the back here because I wanted to use this little dress form from Reneabouquets to decorate mine. And that's what inspired mine, was that I really wanted to be able to use this piece here and make it something that was decorative for my room, my craft room I should say. And I wanted to use this paper. I knew that all along because this is one of my favorite papers right now from my mind's eye. It's an older collection, but I used it for a previous project and I loved it, but it was for a swap, so I didn't actually get to keep the paper, which is fine. I'm just happy that I bought enough of that paper so that I could make something to keep, and so that way this print will be in my room. So where I started was that I made the box, of course, the foundation. I wrapped it all in white paper, and then as you can tell here on the sides, I did stitch all of the papers. That took me a while, okay? So I did stitch, machine stitch, I should say, all of the paper, and that means the inside, the outside, all of it, because that was the look that I wanted to go for. You don't have to do that, obviously. Then I also had these little feet in my stash. I went ahead and painted those with patina, so they're supposed to be a dark, almost like a bronzy color, but I wanted them to be a pastel color, so I painted those. Then, let's see here. I wanted to use this little dress form, and I will link this down below if you want to get one from Reneabouquets. It comes with a bunch of little hangers, and I'll show you in a moment, but I thought that that was absolutely gorgeous. And this lace is also from her shop. So what I did was that I made, of course, a little skirt to go on top of the dress form, and I blinged it out, and I added the little gems also to the lace. It doesn't actually come with that on there. So there it is. Sorry for the shadows. I was trying to get good lighting here, but maybe this is the best way that you can see that. Okay, so then I also used some corner pieces from her shop, and then I grabbed some seam binding that my friend Vicky sent me, and I made a double bow. I topped it with a little rose there from Reneabouquets, and I had this in my stash for quite a while. I believe this is from Tim Holtz. It's a pin something. I forgot what it's called. But then I added a little white pearl or bead there at the bottom, and that was given to me by Jolie. Thank you so much, Jolie, for that. And I did use my tonic dies, of course, for this shape because I wanted to emulate the round shapes. I'm just a stickler on that. So that's why I used that die there to extend the back of this. So instead of making it end where you could, I just made it a little taller. No big deal. Then I went to Lowe's and I got my little dolls. Jen had mentioned that they had them at Michael's, and I was going to go there, but it ended up at Lowe's. And I was able to cut them down and everything. No problem there. However, then I was thinking, how am I going to stick them here and here without making a fuss, without making holes in my paper and whatnot? So what you see there is very thick chipboard, and very thick grunge board. Why did I use both? Because the first thing that I found in my drawer was grunge board, but I didn't have two pieces of it that were exactly the same, so I ended up with the chipboard. But then if what you see there is that I did make holes in that, and I added hot glue, but I didn't want it to be messy, so what did I do? I covered it in glitter. That's my little MacGyver thing there. After doing that, I wanted to make sure that everything was really, really pretty. I made a little pocket here, put sequins in there with tulle, added the trim, this gorgeous little button here, which was given to me, and I can't remember. I'm so sorry, I don't remember who gave me that. And then the little hangers I wanted to use as a decorative piece on the actual box. So that's where you see them there. And I just left them naked. I didn't alter those, but I thought they looked really pretty like that. On the back here, I added this trim that was in my stash. And then this trim here is from Reneabouquets. Added the little flowers and the bow. And then I added more sequins back there onto that stitched paper, because I figured if I tilt it, if I move it somewhere in my room, I want it to be pretty on all sides. And that was that. And yeah, so now I can put my little cards in here. Now, I didn't make it perfect. You can tell by the way that my little cards are laying. However, that worked to my advantage because I have some cards. Like, look at this gorgeousness. This was sent to me by Angela Velasquez, I think is Angela's last name, from the group Creando con Ellas. I think we did a swap, I want to say. So she made me these gorgeous cards, and they have, they're wider than the regular Dex card. So because of the way they're fitting in here, which is kind of askew a little bit, and again, that's my fault, they actually fit better. So I'm happy that my little mistake turned into a blessing for me, because now I can fit these gorgeous little cards. Look at that. Of course, the idea behind this is that you receive these cards from people that you meet. You get their information. Look at this one. How cute. This one was from, oh my gosh, Vivi. Viviana. So sorry. I'm so bad with names, guys, so I do apologize. I have you in my heart, even if your names escape me sometimes. Viviana Colondres. I did not forget you. She made me these adorable cards there from, oh gosh, this has been a while. These were from Jolie. How sweet, right? So they do fit in here nicely. Now, because these are made of paper, of course, I have to be really careful not to destroy them with the dowels. That's something to bear in mind when you make these. But I don't think I'll be taking them out. And then, oh, this one was from Jenny. She is Craft Creations. So follow Jenny on YouTube. And Jolie is also on YouTube, and so is Viviana. So is Angela. So yeah, let's support one another, ladies. These are just some that I made, and I have them there to send out or write a little note about a friend or anything like that that I need to remember. Now I can find them all in one place. So I just want to say thank you to the ladies from the Loaded Envelope Galore group for the challenge of making the box, because it spurred me to want to finalize this that had been on my little bucket list there to make. And I hope that you guys have enjoyed this video, that I didn't make you dizzy, that you can be inspired and be blessed. Have a beautiful day. Bye-bye.